Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Sketchdom. My name is Jason Sketch, and I'm super excited to bring you guys more Marvel Champions content. Today we are on our last game of the LEDT, and it's been a wild ride. Pretty excited for it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. It's going to be Maria Hill and Leadership up against Ebony Maw. Let's jump on down to the table and check things out. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, don't be afraid to hit that like button, subscribe, or even, just leave me a nice little comment. I'd love to hear more from you guys and your thoughts on this game, and of course, what else you might do with Miss Maria Hill. Pretty stoked about this game. Practice games have gone pretty well, so I'm pretty excited about seeing where this is going to go. As always, I'm a little nervous to kick things off. We're going to get it going. Don't be afraid to follow the other guys that have been doing the LEDT. That is Facing the Encounter with My Name is Jeff, MC Dex Discussions with Ebony Maw, and of course, Solo Marvel Champion. Alright guys, let's knock this out of the park. Let's get a perfect 10 and take it home. First things first. This kicks off, and then we shuffle the encounter deck back in. So we got a Rumble Storm right off the bat. Shuffle that deck. Because it says to shuffle the encounter deck. Discard pile back into the counter deck. So we're just going to make that happen, even though there was no discard pile to shuffle in. Right. Next, Ebony Maw does it, but he does not shuffle the encounter deck back in. So we're looking for an advance to go away. Okay, we got a Fireball as well. That is a wonderful way to start off this game. Because if those clocks tick all the way down, a lot of damage to Miss Maria Hill. Alright. First things first, let's drop to our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, lots of good things here. Dang. Alright, Nick, we're gonna be able to get back with Make the Call eventually. Building exercise is great too. I think I need to make sure the Pericles gets played, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold on to Pericles and Nick. Toss the rest of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Really hoping for some doubles, but that's okay. What we're going to do with Miss Maria Hill is, first and foremost, we will exhaust Maria Hill. She is going to search for supports. There's organizational supports are, I'm going to just mix that up like that because we don't like those next to each other. There's a, let's just carrier. Why not? The resource anyways, right? So he doesn't really need helicarriers or anything like that, which is pretty wild, but we want to get the Pericles down pretty fast. Oh, there should be one threat on the main here. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is hold on to Make the Call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, nope, we need to make the call. Okay. Really hoping for, again, for some doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spend all those to get the Pericles onto the table. Alright. Place that on there. It has got 2 supply counters on it, so we really need to keep an eye on it. Getting more supply counters is going to be crucial this next turn, but I think we're going to go ahead and hit him with the Confuse. And then ready back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Endurance is great too. I think we need to get a couple of other things on the table. Make that happen. We're going to go ahead and stay down this turn, though. And so this goes up. He used. We get an encounter card. The Surge. Age of Thanos. When revealing Alter Ego, place one threat on the main scheme for each spell environment in your play area. If you place no threat in this way, this card gains Surge. Alright. So the scheme did go up by 2. Yep. Yeah. I'm so used to doing it on the other side. So did he go up by 2? So it is at 4 now. That is okay. But it is our turn. I think we're gonna find a my gosh. Port. Surveillance team, which is always nice because they got lots of little things on them. So for anything else in here before I shuffle? Okay. Not looking for it, looking at what else we've got in there. I would like the Cersei, but I think making sure we get enough supply counters for the Pericles is going to be crucial for what we do for the rest of this game. Rather make it where he never gets a chance to activate. So be able to get the Cersei on the table a little bit later, maybe. Thinks that I pull my big guys right off the bat. A lot of them, anyways. Okay. We're going to go ahead and flip up. We need to be able to clear some threat this turn, too. Kind of looking at Melinda May there for that. Also got Slingshot. I do have a lightning resource to make that happen. So let's get Dum Dum Dugan and Cersei to play Surveillance Team. Linda May and Cersei play Surveillance Team for now. Feels weird that I'm not using it to get the big guys down, but we'll get the big guys down eventually. 3 guys there. We're going to definitely move one of these tokens over here. Right. Using Maria's power there. I want to put Endurance down. And not. So I think we're going to either hold on to Melinda, either we can get Melinda May down on the table, or we can get Slingshot onto the table. I think Slingshot's going to be better in the long term. We'll spend our endurance to play Slingshot. Jump on down to the table. She's going to go ahead. Clear 2 threat off the main. I almost clear one more threat, but I think we're going to be okay unless an advance happens, even though we're not sitting at the 9 threshold there. Pericles going to go ahead and stun Ebony Maw. Nothing else I can do this turn. I've got 2 cards here. I'm kind of curious if I want to hold on to Melinda May or not. Not that Melinda May is a bad card. I still can take another thing off with Surveillance Team, but I'd rather save its tokens. After Melinda May uses this basic power, look at the top card of the encounter deck. You may card that card. She's great. Gonna have to wait to get her later. I think we go ahead and dump Melinda May for now. Hold on to organizational support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, where were you guys when I needed you earlier? Okay. Now let's ready everything back up. And Slingshot comes back to our hand. We'll be able to play her again this next turn. Threat goes up to 3. Ebony Maw is stunned, so we clear that. Our encounter card is Shadow of the Past. Okay. Controller comes onto the table. After controller activates against you, remove one all-purpose counter from a support. The controller initiates controlled instances in play. Put the top card of the deck to play face down. Engage with you as a controlled minion. Okay. Army of the Controlled. All right. Got a lot of bad happening right at the beginning here, and I'm scared. Okay. You have to activate, right? Yeah. Acceleration tokens and threats. We've got a lot going on. Okay. I wish I held on to Melinda May, but here we are. All right. What is my turn? Find the controlled innocence environment and put it into play. Okay. That is when revealed, so glad I looked at that. Controlled innocence environment. Kept out instead of getting it shuffled in. Each face down controlled minion engaged with a player has a base team of 1 and a base attack of 1, a base hit point of 1. After a controlled minion is defeated, place that card in its owner's discard pile. It's 1 threat on the main scheme. Oh, interesting. Very interesting how this all works out. Controlled innocence is a wild thing. Okay. Put that there. Excuse me. Put that there for now. Wow. Okay. This could get bad. If each of your characters has a shield trait, this card gains interrupt. You reveal an encounter card, exhaust this card, cancel the effects of that card, and discard it. Then reveal another encounter card. That'd have been nice to get rid of Shadows of the Past. Okay, but here we are. Question then becomes: first and foremost, we do need to pass 1 token here. You have a command team and surveillance, and 1 more surveillance team in the deck. Yes, we'll have lots we can do. How many of the command teams come in with? Just out of funsies. They also come in with 3. Okay. Good news is the Pericles does impact both, right? So getting rid of the acceleration token is going to be a good thought to do. I can get Victoria Hand and Slingshot down on the table. Also, kind of curious if I need to be looking for another thing, and I think I only have 1 other big ship. Yes. So, pull that other big ship out. It'll do 3/3, which can start doing damage, which is nice. So let's see. If I get Slingshot on the table, 2, 3, 4, 5. I won't have enough to be able to play the big ship. But I can get Victoria Hand on the table pretty easily. So what we will do I can also get a command team on the table and have it activate on Slingshot too, which is probably more beneficial to me than Victoria Hand, I imagine, at this juncture. So let's do that. We end up with, so we'll spin that card to get Slingshot onto the table. I'm going to need to exhaust to find a command team. We can get rid of Army of Controlled pretty efficiently. And stun him, and then we'll be able to control what happens next there, right? So flip down, look for a command team. Yes. We would like to have Sky Destroyer on the table, but kind of need to make some choices here. So we will spend Ace of Shield and organizational support. Get command team on the table. Comes in with 3 counters. Then we will have Slingshot. Clear 2 threat. Command team. Has Slingshot. Attack for 2. I have a thought process here, so bear with me. We'll exhaust Surveillance team. We use the organization. Oh, I can't play Victoria Hand that way. Bummer. Okay. If that's the case, then I would not do that. I would have had command team, and I would have used it to take 2 off of here. We use the Surveillance team. Clear the rest of the threat from here. Okay. Slingshot still did a lot. I was hoping to be able to play Victoria Hand. Not at this juncture. I technically could have, because I could have exhausted the Pericles and exhausted the Surveillance team. And use that organizational support, play it down, and ready Pericles. We would have ended up in the same spot. So I think we're okay. The fact that I would have Victoria Hand on the table and Surveillance Team still on the table. See what that looks like. Had one on there. That would have come back out with one on it. Reset this back. Three. We'll exhaust both of these and use organizational support. Play Victoria Hand, who will then ready Pericles. Then yes, we're still in the same spot. Victoria Hand clears this. Slingshot does get this down to one. Okay. Still in the same spot, but in a better spot because we still have one more counter available to us. So. Okay. Then we'll use the Pericles. And remove one supply counter from it. Let's see that those right. They shared a trait with me. They share a trait with me. I also have shield. Good. Okay. Remove one counter from it. Give a hero or villain a status card of your choice. We're going to give Ebony Maw a Confuse. Give an ally or minion a status card of your choice. We're going to give Controller a Confuse. Okay. Then we will ready everything back up. Put our hand size, and Slingshot comes back to us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Sky Destroyer is here. I kind of want to get that down. We also have to make the call, which can get Nick Fury back into play, which is going to actually be clutch to be able to do that. If any lightning resources we do, it is Sky Destroyer. So we're going to not be able to get Slingshot down this time. Come back later, though. That is okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So it's going to go up to 2. Ebony Maw is confused. Controller is confused. Yep. We get an encounter card. Caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards are discarded this way, this card gains Surge. Whew, I'm glad we didn't get that early on when it was just the Pericles. And we'll get rid of Surveillance Team, unfortunately. All right. But that is it. That is my turn now. I think we are going to look for support. Don't have any... I do have some doubles here. But I'd like to get Sky Destroyer on the table. Getting Nick Fury wouldn't be a bad thing to get down to. He does draw me a couple cards when he comes into play. I could definitely make happen. Draws me 2 cards, plus I can get another card from Cotton Eye Joe there. And we still have to make the call. That's the thing we were wanting to use, though, to get Nick Fury into play. Nick Fury Sr. may draw me some doubles, because we haven't pulled out our doubles yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's spend 4 to get Nick Fury Sr. into play. Either remove 3 threats, draw 2 cards, or give a shield character a tough status card. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Support staff is nice. Generates nonsense for us too. So still not exactly what we need. We could we could make the call actually. Still get Nick Fury into play. So I'm gonna be able to get Sky Destroyer into play. I probably should have played Sky Destroyer before. No, I couldn't because I couldn't afford it. So I haven't done damage to him just yet, but I think we're well. A controller got in the way. Let's look for support here. There's special fundings are spread all over the place. There's a surveillance team still, so we'll take the surveillance team. I think my better bet right now is to hold on to Sky Destroyer and make the call for Nick Fury Jr. Let's do that. We'll make the call. Then these 4. Nick Fury Jr. Okay. Ooh. I don't have to shuffle all that. That's my discard pile. All right. Oh, what I was doing there, my bad. But he is readied up. Leaving me with the Sky Destroyer. Okay. All right. Gonna need to flip up, I think. Potentially. Potentially not. So Nick Fury Jr. attacks for 2. Put 1 on Pericles. Nick Fury Sr. attacks for 2. Victoria Hand clears the threat. We use the command team for ready Nick Senior. Oh, sorry, Nick Fury. We use the Pericles. Give Ebony Maw a confuse. And Nick Fury a tough status card. Nick Fury stays at 2, clears his tough status card, but he's going to attack for 2. Excuse me, take out controller. We'll put 1 more on the Pericles here. All right. think we'll stay down since he's confused, and we'll ready everything else back up. Bummer we can't keep Nick Fury Sr. out there, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man. Okay, well, you know exactly what's going to happen here in a second. Dang. I have more resource. Here we are. So it's going to go up by 1. Ebony Maw is confused. Get an encounter card. The advance. That does take this down. Kings for 2, 3, 4. This at 5. Glad we cleared the scheme. Okay. My turn. Really would like to get Sky Destroyer on the table. Let's get Nick Fury out of here. We get Sky Destroyer, we start doing that regular 2 damage down every time something gets played. I just don't want to lose my chance to get Belafonte in really high tokens. We can start doing some consistent damage to Ebony Maw that way too. It cost me 3. That leaves me with 5. Kind of stinks. So go ahead and look for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yep. So I want to get these shuffled in. And that is really the only support that we have available to us right now. Is the Bellerophon. So on the double, ready any number of supports with the combined printed cost of 6. You can actually use 6 points of damage pretty easily here. 2, 4, 6. Get this down on the table. Grant Ward can be playable. Both of these give it 1 extra, so it's going to be at 5. Which feels good. Okay. Not really need to flip up at this juncture. So we're going to spend one of these. Deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engage with it. So 8, 7, 6, 5. 15. And we'll go ahead and play on the double. And use it to ready this. Do that again. Do another 3 points of damage. Get down to 12. Awesome. Here comes the fun part, right? I think I'm going to plan on staying down. Both the advances are in here, right? There's 1. Yeah, so. Go ahead and confuse Ebony Maw. Then give an ally or minion status card of your choice. We'll give Nick Fury tough status card. Nick Fury. Clear that tough. And ooh, right, threat. So clear 2 threat to get down to 3. Get this up to 2. Go ahead and command team. Yeah, we had to. No, we didn't. We can leave this at 1. This would ready. We could ready that up. Then we'll command team this down to 1. Ready's Nick Fury. Nick Fury will then clear another 2 threat and raise this up to 2. Go. Okay. We could throw in Grant Ward for good measure. I don't really want to do that at this juncture. Don't want the Sky Destroyer, so I think I'm going to hold on to the Sky Destroyer and dump Grant Ward. A good kid, but we're not going to need him right now. Good kid. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go get an encounter card. Shuffle our deck. If we'd held on to Grant Ward, we wouldn't have gotten the extra encounter card, but here we are. So. All right. Next. And here. Breathe a little. Ready everything back up. Got our encounter card. Threat goes up to 2. Ebony Maw used. Get a second encounter card. First encounter card says remove 1 invocation encounter from each spell environment in your play area. All right. If none are done, blah, blah, blah. Essentially, well, let's read the rest of the card. If you have no spell environments in your play area, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a spell environment is discarded. Put that card into your play area. All right. This goes down to 1. Goes down to 2. Getting close with that Fireball and the Rumble Storm. Not unmanageable, just something to take note of. Second encounter card is an Assault, which becomes a Surge. And Channeling Trance. All right, remove 1 invocation counter from each spell environment in your play area. If no spell environments in your play area, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you find a spell. Okay, well that stinks because Rumble Storm does kick off. Leaves us with Fireball at 1. But the Rumble Storm, all it does is deal 2 damage to each character you control. So I can take 2. It's not going to hurt me too bad. That does get rid of Mr. Nick Fury, who has been a key part of what we were doing here. So we need to be conscious of what we're doing next. All right. Fun if we had to make the call on our hand. We do not. So that is okay. We've got some good cards in our hand, though. So I think we still look for support. Add it to our hand. I think we look for one of those surveillance teams. I like how she has Pericles, and basically it's saying no means no, Ebony Maw. Okay. Well, we're going to need to go to top side, I believe. Sure, we want to get Sky Destroyer on the table. We'll use this 2 and this reinforcements, this hard call. Play the Sky Destroyer. Then I think we exhaust command team with organizational support to get the surveillance team onto the tip. We do that, it does 2 points of damage to him because of Sky Destroyer. Okay. These are both. This is just an action. Do this, so I don't have to flip up to do it. If I need to move anything around, might not be a bad idea. Go ahead and do 3 damage to him. Down to 7. Hold on to that command team for now. Let's flip up. We'll move 1 all-purpose counter from surveillance team over to the Pericles. We'll spend a reinforcements. Play reinforcements. For the aggression one. For Bell. I'm going to start calling it Bell. Alright. Want to use this to clear some threat right now? I don't think so. Clear 1 threat, but I don't think I want to do that. So we will stun him. Give me a tough... Oh, I can't give me a tough status card either. Stun him or I get a tough status card. Stun him. Go up to our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, we got some fun cards in our hand here. Look at that, old Nick Fury's back. Okay. Fury Senior. Junior's still down here, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, we also ready me up. Threat goes up to 3. Stunned. Get an encounter card. Relation. Starts off with 2. We get an encounter card. Alright, hero form. Deal 1 damage to your hero for each spell environment in your play area. If no damage is taken this way, this card gains Surge. Alright. Take 2 points of damage. We're going to need to flip down to heal. Okay. And we can take care of the threat. Fortunately, the spells don't count as an attack, so Life Model Decoy is not going to be helpful here. You want to use special funding on a thing. So we will transfer one of the surveillance team items over to the Pericles. We are going to do 3 points of damage to Maw to get down to 4. Weird chip damage thing is interesting. Then we are going to flip down. Search for card. I think I want her specific one that comes with her. There you go, the Iliad. All right. And I want to get it in play. Can I do that? 2, 4. 5, 6. Yes, I want to do it that way. Perfect. Actually, DOS command team too, so that would leave out for your hand. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get the Iliad into play. Go, and it'll exhaust Sky Destroyer to do 2 points of damage here. Nice. Holding on to these two guys right now. Holding on to these two guys right now. Right, it's something we still want to continue with, but we also get that other item there too. So we're going to go ahead and use Ebony Maw. Iliad. Heal 3 damage from my identity as well. Look at that. Let's go ahead and do that then, right? Get back up to 9. I think I want to hold on to Nick Fury Sr. We're going to dump Victoria Hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Okay. Let's get down to business. Defeat Ebony Maw. All right. Threat goes up to 4. Used. Get an encounter card. Diabolical Discs. Remove 1 all-purpose counter from a support. If Control the Instance is in play, put the top card of the deck into play face down, engage with you as a minion. Alright, that stinks. Don't want to quite do that. It does get rid of one of our things here. Let's, I guess, Surveillance Team is so easy to find. Then Surge. Draw another card. Remove 1 invocation counter from each spell environment in your play area. If no spell invocation counters in your play area, draw cards from the top of the encounter deck until you find a spell. Alright, so this goes down to 1. Fireball does go off after the last invocation counter is removed from Fireball. Discard it, deal 4 damage to your identity. Alright, puts us down at 5. But I healed. Okay. My turn. Alright, we've got a lot of resources here. We need to get another thing down, which command team's right here. Go ahead and why that's exhausted. I could heal for 3. Can I get Nick Fury on the table still? I think we look for support. Doesn't really matter which one. Support staff is nice. Cost me 1. Do that. Okay. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and play Nick Fury, I think. So 2. 3, 4. Nick Fury onto the table. Who is going to draw us 2 cards. 1, 2. We got the Cersei was still in there, and Endurance is a hard to find as well. Okay. I could spend the command team to get support staff on the table, and then the Cersei's nice. On to, so we can spend the reinforcements, get endurance on the table, get a little more health. I think that's what we'll do. Command team to play support staff. Comes in with 3 counters. And then reinforcements play endurance to get me more health points. You have to 8. Health is still a resource that is valuable. Nick can still do a lot of fun things. I think we're going to have Nick attack for 2. Oh, when he came in to play, too, the Sky Destroyer would have gone off. He's not going to attack for 2. He's going to wait just a second. And we're going to kick off Ebony Maw. We're looking for a spell. Right? Go until you find a spell. Put it in your play area. Okay. Goes Black Dwarf. Look at him. Being all Black Dwarf-like. Alright. Gang up. Wow, there's another manipulation. Okay. A lot of good cards got out of the way there, too, which is wild to see. Okay, and that comes in with 2. Okay, and he has 23 health. Okay. Iliad will go ahead and activate and do 5 points of damage to him to get him down to 18. Then Bell will also do 3 more points of damage, 8, 7, 6, 5. All right. We need to flip up, I believe. I want to start moving some tokens around. This needs to go here. Nick Fury is going to move to threat. Command team going to activate Nick Fury. Remove threat. Nice. Heracles is going to stun Ebony Maw. Okay. Pretty up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. What do we got here? I'll pull points bulletin. Surveillance team, Melinda May, and Cersei. Okay. All right. Threat's going to go up by 1. He's stunned. Counter card. Black Order. My turn, though. Fury disappears. Wish I had drawn to make the call. Would have been nice, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shield supports. Oh, my goodness. Okay. That's crazy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I don't have enough to get Cersei down. I could get Cersei down if I move some things around, but hold on to. We can basically kill him soon. We also got all this threat we want to contend with, so to be conscious of everything that is happening here, Jason. I think we're gonna clear 2 threat from this side scheme here. I have a surveillance team, right? Yeah. Cool. We're going to move 1 support staff item over here to Heracles. Okay. Actually, I think I can do this and only have 1 threat on the main, which is wild to think. Oh, nope, I can get it all done. I can get it all done. We're going to spend 1 support staff. Sorry, you got one support staff and a Melinda May play surveillance team. Comes in with 3. The surveillance team is going to clear this 1 threat. It came in, did 2 points of damage because it is a shield item. It goes down to 13. Well, in the life of Bell here, to do 3 points of damage to get him down to 10. Will we do that just yet? We will not do that just... Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, we won't do that just yet. We want to keep that alive. Second. Goes back up to 13. Here's why. We're going to spend 2 for all points bulletin. For each shield support and control, choose 1. We're going to deal 1 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Then Belle will do her job. Get it down to 5. And the Iliad do its job to clear the last 5 threat. 5 damage. And that's how Maria Hill destroyed Ebony Maw. That was a fun, wild ride. Hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. I had a blast with it. Scottish Shorter should be exhausted because I played that. So that is Maria Hill there, and I think it's a great way to end this match. I hope I counted all my tokens correctly because I'm going to be so bummed if I did not. Pericles is such a broken card if you can get it right off the bat with Maria Hill, and pretty much was able to every single time I played this game. So it was a good time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Things I learned about Maria Hill, I actually thought it was a lot of fun to manage the different parts here. Scottish Shorter is great. Surveillance teams are actually more helpful than I thought they were going to be, especially since they can kind of help keep threat at bay. If it wasn't for the fact that I needed to keep threat off, I probably would have ignored it more and just focused on damaging him. Nick Fury Jr. is super awesome. Nick Fury Sr. is super great. Not as helpful as his child, maybe, but it's super good. I used Melinda Hill in one of my practice games. Worked out pretty well. Melinda May. Support staff was surprising. That was the first time I've ever played support staff, and it actually ended up being nice to be able to just spend one to get it on the table. I need to focus on that next time. All points bulletin was wild. Be able to spend 2 to do 5 damage. The bell was great. What else we got going on here? Jersey I've used before. I didn't get a chance to do it in this game, but that was okay. We really didn't need that. Command teams are always fun. Victoria Hand I used a couple times. It was nice and helpful. Grant Ward didn't actually end up being helpful in this game. Hard Call was always a good card. I think I ended my game on Hard Call last time, which was a lot of fun. Make the Call would have been nice. Dum Dum Dugan is always great. Really like Dum Dum Dugan. Didn't get to do that here. Slingshot is also fantastic. Love both those characters. Team building exercise didn't end up being helpful at all. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I didn't play it either. I had options and chances to, but I had other things I wanted to play. Triskelion would have been great to have on the table too. It is also another S.H.I.E.L.D. support that I could have just pulled out for fun. So, alright. Either way, we destroyed Mr. Maw here, and it was a good time. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, because that was a wild ride. So, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, my name is Jason Sketch, and next time will be Daily Series next time. Perfect 10. Peace.